A federal judge in Colorado says MyPillow founder Mike Lindell defamed a former employee of Dominion Voting Systems.
The jury found that 2 of Lindell's statements about Eric Coomer were defamatory, and now Lindell and his online media platform will have to pay Coomer more than $2 million in damages. It's much less than the nearly $63 million Coomer wanted, but Lindell says this is not over.
You know, we're looking at appealing, of course, because this is all about lawfare. I'm going to keep speaking out with our election platforms and these machine companies and their affiliates that run our government. They run our elections. And if you can't question them, it'd be like you all having a bank account where you can't go question your own bank account.
CNN senior correspondent Donnie O'Sullivan is joining us now. Donnie, Lindell says he will appeal and seems to be doubling down on his voting machine conspiracy theories.
That's right, Wolf. Yeah, I mean, look, this is notable here because this is the first time Mike Lindell has had to face a jury in this whole election saga. But really, you're not seeing him learn the lesson as such that some might have thought that he might have taken from this case, which is maybe he should stop spreading election conspiracy theories. And just to bring you back a small bit, this case has been going on for quite some time. And in the deposition, in Lindell's deposition, before this case went to trial, things got a little bit heated when it came to pillows. Have a listen.
And I'm not asking about the lumpy pillow calls.
No, they're not lumpy pillows. That's not what they call on. Okay? That when you say lumpy pillows, now you're an ass. You got that? You're an ass.
Like
is what you are.
Like
no,
sorry.
he's an ass.
No,
he's an ambulance chasing ass.
Now, and then as you heard there in the clip you played at the top of this segment, Lindell says he will appeal, and he's also viewing this, trying to spin this as a victory in some ways, given that he has to pay out a relative small amount compared to what Eric Coomer was looking for in this case. But we were in Denver a couple of weeks ago as this trial was starting, and I asked Lindell if a jury ruled against him, as they now have, if it would make him reconsider at all his years-long crusade of election denialism. Have a listen. If this jury sides with Eric Coomer, will it give you pause? Will it give you a moment where you say, maybe I'm wrong about this election stuff?
Never. I'm not wrong.
And really sums up the determination, I guess, of many election conspiracy theorists like Mike Lindell. I think also what is notable here is that clip we played at the very beginning of the segment where Lindell was speaking outside the court yesterday. He was actually speaking live on what is called Lindell TV, his video streaming service online, specifically actually appearing live on the Rudy Giuliani show. That is where the former New York mayor is now. And look, I think that really just points to another big aspect of all of this. You know, since the 2020 election, we have seen such a new infrastructure and ecosystem of alternative and specifically MAGA media. And so really, you know, the likes of Lindell can continue to peddle their message absolutely every day to thousands, if not millions of people online.
Yeah, which is concerning given that, especially when it comes to the election of those conspiracy, it's lies. It's not true. It's not backed up by facts and evidence. Donnie O'Sullivan, thank you so much.